7 Shocking Ways the CPP-NPA raise money to fund their terrorist activities. Have you ever wondered where the Communist Party of the Philippines, the New People's Army, and the National Democratic Front get money to fund their terrorist activities? The terrorists have basically 7 ways of raising money. The first in the list is extortion. The Communist Party of the Philippines, the New People's Army, and the National Democratic Front get money by extorting from telecommunications companies like PLDT, Smart, Globe, and others. Have you ever wondered why cell phone subscription is expensive in the Philippines? Well, the telecommunications companies have to pass the cost of extortion to cell phone users like you and me. And that is why we are paying more for our cell phone use. If you think about it, we the citizens are forced to fund the terrorist, because the telco passes the cost to us. Also, have you ever wondered why you lose your cell phone connection from time to time? You might not have realized it yet, but these terrorists are one of the reasons why you lose your connection. After all, it is very easy to disable a cell site, and obviously those guarding them would rather surrender than die to protect a cell site. Second on the list are revolutionary taxes. Actually, what the Communist Party of the Philippines, the New People's Army, and the National Democratic Front call as revolutionary tax, is still extortion. However, so that they will not look like ordinary criminals, the terrorists decided to call it revolutionary taxes. The targets of revolutionary taxes are businessmen, politicians, mining and logging firms, and even store owners. Military officials peg the revolutionary tax collection at 460 million pesos yearly. And this is only the collection from 2 resources-rich provinces in southern Mindanao. Can you imagine how much they are collecting nationwide? According to Colonel Owen Bernard Neri, commander of the Army's 1001st Infantry Brigade, at least 60% of the 460 million pesos in so-called revolutionary tax come from mining companies in the province's gold-rich towns of Moncayo, Maco, Pantucan, and Nabunturan, which are all located in the province of Davao del Oro. However, Neri said that aside from the small and large-scale mining operators, the New People's Army also collects from lowly sari-sari store owners who pay as low as 2 pesos per day, and from big banana plantations in the Compostela Valley and Davao del Norte provinces, as well as politicians during election time. Next and third in the list is kidnapping for ransom. In December 2017, UNTV reported the kidnapping of Raziel Bungay in Laguna. It was then that the PNP learned that the New People's Army were also involved in kidnapping for ransom when they arrested Donato Jacob. Donato Jacob was the leader of the NPA in Bulacan. Jacob is also an alleged collector for the NPA in its extortion of politicians, fish pond owners, and quarry operators, in the province of Bulacan. According to then PNP Chief Ronald Bato de la Rosa, the arrest of Donato Jacob proved that the communist group were also involved in kidnap for ransom activities. The next and fourth on the list are drugs. Yes, drugs. Drugs are very profitable. Based on a report published by Reuters.com, it said that the NPA, which is listed by the U.S. State Department as a terrorist group, has been involved in large-scale marijuana cultivation in the Cordillera Mountains in the northern Philippines since the 1980s, and that around 17% of proceeds from the production bases were used to fund New People's Army activities, which include buying weapons, and training and feeding the cadres. The fifth on the list are fake donation drives or campaigns. Yes, the Communist Party of the Philippines, the New People's Army, and the National Democratic Front shamelessly make fake donation drives. The donation drives or campaigns are done in the name of typhoon victims, earthquake victims, or even for causes such as justice for blah blah blah, but a big percentage of what they collect actually goes to the CPP-NPA and other communist fronts. The Communist Party of the Philippines, the New People's Army, and the National Democratic Front are indeed very creative. The sixth on the list is the termite or the Anoy tactic, which is to conduct corruption in government offices to raise money for the communist. Yes, the Communist Party of the Philippines, the New People's Army, and the National Democratic Front have actually infiltrated the government. This tactic hits 2 birds with 1 stone. What they do is raise money to support their terrorist activities from the government through corruption, and at the same time destroy the government's credibility to the people. They practice corruption then accuse the government of being corrupt. This is a brilliant tactic. Number 7 on the list is organizing militant organizations. Militant organizations such as militant labor groups collect money from their members and also raise money through solicitations. Not only do they collect from their members, they also blackmail the business owners with work stoppage to extort from the businesses. The sad thing about this tactic is that many of their members have very little income, and instead of giving their earnings to their families, the money instead goes to the terrorists. If you can think of other ways the Communist Party of the Philippines, the New People's Army, and the National Democratic Front raise funds for their terrorist activities, we would appreciate it very much if you can share it with us. So that is our story for the day. I hope you learned something and found it entertaining. So if you are watching this from Facebook, please like our page and follow us. If you are watching this on YouTube, please click subscribe and also like the bell icon so that we can notify you whenever we have a new post. Thank you for watching and have a nice day ahead of you.